everybody, I'm here to talk to you about goals and goal setting and visions and taking some steps, but not only listening to the steps that I have here, but actually putting them into place to help you achieve your goals for more success within your business. So I have 10 epic steps here that I am going to go through with you guys, and I hope you find this helpful and also implement these steps into your business. So it will take some time to put aside into setting some SMART goals, and together I'm very confident we can achieve anything. Now, the first step to setting some goals is being willing to dream. You need to be able to dream of all the things that you want to be achieving in your Synergence business. Is it center sales, center sponsor? Is it that crown? What is it that you want to achieve? And dream big. From here though, you will need a plan. You will need to be able to work backwards to make these goals and dreams come true. Remembering here that a dream without a plan is literally going to stay a dream. Now, step number 2 is to write down all of your goals. You are 80% more likely to be achieving your goals if you have written them down. And this will also help you to work backwards. So for example, if one of your goals was to become a crown princess, to get that stunning crown on your head that you so deserve, you need to be able to take the steps to work backwards to set goals to make that bigger goal happen. Step 3 is making sure that your goals are SMART goals. Now, there is an acronym for this. I'm going to read it out to you. So the S stands for specific, the M is for measurable, the A is for obtainable, the R is for relevant, and the T is for time frame. Now, I could say I want to be a millionaire by next week, but is this realistic? These sorts of goals take time to achieve, so you need to be able to work backwards from your goals, be realistic and logical about them, and put the plans in place to making sure anything you want to achieve does actually happen. Now, remember how I said you are 80% more likely to achieve your goals by writing them down? Once you've done this and made a plan, you are actually 90% more likely to achieving your goals. So it's important to not only write them down, but making sure you set up a plan in place. Now, deadlines are also really important here for keeping yourself accountable and giving yourself a time frame to make sure your goals are set. So it's all good and well to write down your goals and then break them down and work backwards from there and put your plan into place. But if you've not set a deadline, you can be a famous procrastinator, which we can all do. I'm going to be honest here. I'm almost an expert at procrastinating. But putting a time frame on something is going to help you achieve your goal in a timely manner. So say, for example, you had friends coming over for dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. You would have a deadline set to make sure you have your house cleaned, you have your toilet semi-presentable because your son, you know what boys are like, right? So you would make sure your toilet is clean before your guests come, and you would also make sure that you have the dinner organized and ready to go so you can actually feed your guests. So setting a deadline to making something happen is also really important when setting some SMART goals. This will help you ensure you achieve all of your goals. When you have your deadline, you are less likely to be procrastinating, and you will make sure your set goal is achieved by that particular time frame. Step number 4 is to connect emotionally with your goals. If you are more emotionally in touch with your goals, it is going to drive you to do what you need to do to make your goals happen. So an example of one of my goals, before I had funding for my youngest son, Connor, through the NDIS, I needed to fork out the money to pay for the therapy that he needed. Now, for those of you who have been in a similar journey, it can take a while to be approved for this sort of funding. So it was my goal to make sure I was earning the additional dollars through sales to fund my son's much needed therapy, from OT to physio to speech. And this was something that I was paying for weekly, as he needed the therapy each and every week so he wouldn't fall behind. Early intervention is obviously very important. So on your vision board, you might have a picture of your son and the goal and the aim to provide the extra dollars that your child may need to live his best life. or her best life. So if one of your goals is to make an extra $2,000 a month, why do you want to make that extra $2,000 a month? How will this help you? How will it change your life? What are you going to put these dollars towards? Make sure it's a deep and emotional connection to your goal to ensure it will keep you working to that goal on a daily basis. Step 5 is to be willing to break your goals down into milestones. Now, this comes back to having a plan about your goals. So, for example, if you were aiming for Ruby Center sales for the quarter, you would see that you need 6,000 PV in a quarter, which is over a 3-month period. So you would break that 3-month goal down into a monthly goal. So you would be aiming for 2,000 PV per month to be able to achieve your quarterly goal. Step number 6 is to identify the steps you need to put in place to reach your goals. So the first one is courage. You need to be courageous in order to reach your goals. You need to be able to show determination, even when it seems so hard. And this is where your why becomes important. Your determination put into place is going to help you achieve your goals that you have set for yourself. Some days it's not going to be easy, and some days you're going to want to stop, and that's when you need to be determined and consistent so that you reach the goals that you have put in place for yourself. Step number 7 is to start visualizing what it will feel like to have achieved a particular goal. So for example, let's come back to the Ruby Center sales, a center sponsor. Let's say you have achieved one of those. You would envision yourself shopping from the Centergens catalog. And this comes straight back to the law of attraction, and it keeps you focused and visualized on that goal you want. You want to go shopping for free, right? So keeping this in mind, it's going to keep you working towards and aiming for that goal because you want that free handbag. You want that awesome pair of sunglasses or whatever it may be that you have your eye on the catalog. Go through that catalog. Keep in mind, keep it on your vision board and visualize yourself wearing those sunglasses or using that new bag because it's going to keep you on track to reaching your goals by keeping you focused on what you want, on what the end prize is. Step number 8 is sharing your goals with people who can help you achieve them. So find an accountability buddy. If you are sharing your goals with someone, you are more likely to also not let yourself down and not give up on those goals and ensure you achieve them. It is so important to be sharing your goals with somebody who will back you up, somebody who you connect with, someone who's positive and also like-minded in terms of goals and not procrastinating and being positive. You are the sum total of the people you hang around. So if you hang around negative people or people who procrastinate or people who aren't goal driven, you in turn are going to be the same. So it is so important to hang around people who are like-minded or want what you want or are goal driven or are positive or are focused on their career if that's what you want more of, because you will be exactly like the people you hang around in terms of your mindset. So hanging around positive people is going to help keep you focused on your goals and dreams. Step number 9 is to make sure your goals are visual. But apart from a vision board here, I'm talking about little post-it notes around your house or in your mirror. So one that I have next to my desk right here is quitters never win and winners never quit. They finish what they started. And that is so important to me because I don't want to quit. I don't want to give up. I am determined to reaching my goals and changing my life for the better and attracting all that I want. So perhaps think of some places that you can put some post-it notes to help keep you on track. Would it be by your bed? Would it be where you brush your teeth? Would it be up on your roof at night? So when you go to sleep, that is the last thing you see before lights are out. Now, step number 10 is one of the hardest of all, but I know you can do this, and this is unconditional commitment. You need to stay motivated, stay positive, and keep the end vision in mind here. You need to say, no matter what it takes, I will reach my goal. So positive self-talk and self-love. You want to be aiming for the best version of you in life. So even if you were to miss your goal, at least you know that you did your absolute best, your absolute darndest to get you to where you wanted to be. And if you just missed, what an awesome feeling that would be within yourself to know that you tried your hardest to get you to where you want to be, and then you are able to try again and improve. You can look back at what you've done and improve from where you have come. And each time you are going to be better and better with unconditional commitment to your goals. When you are setting your goals, I don't want you to go for average or easy when you are setting them. Stretch that comfort zone a little bit more each time and see what you can do with your goals. When you stretch your goals and you aim that little bit bigger, you will see what you truly are capable of. Be willing to go for things that you have never gone for before, because there is an empowering energy behind a decided mind. Now, to sum this up, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind here. You need to ask yourself, what am I willing to do to achieve these goals? And what am I doing right now to achieve my goals? So perhaps these could be some little post-it notes that you write down and keep in mind, what am I doing today to achieve my goal? Put a plan in place, back yourself up and make it happen. I 100% believe in you girls, and I am here to support you any way I possibly can. So if you have some goals in place and want to share them with me, you are more than welcome to. If you have an accountability buddy in mind, do this activity with them. Write down your goals and then break them down together. Happy goal setting, everyone, and I am so excited to see and hear about all the goals you may have achieved this month. So happy goal setting, everyone, and I am so excited to hear about and see all the goals you achieve this current quarter.